Hello, my good brothers and sisters. It's MysterE. It's 514 on 514. Yes, 514 Tarot on May 14th. I've got the Wisdom Oracle of the Black Sheep, and I've got two tarot decks, the 514 Tarot deck and the Black Sheep Tarot deck, mirrors of one another, and we're going to see if we can come up with a daily inspirational message. This is our daily BS report number 82. Wow, we've been doing this for just a little bit of time, but it takes consistency and practice. If you like what we're doing here, I'd love to hear from you. We're just starting out. We have very few people that are subscribed. Love to have you subscribe and let me know if this message is getting through and making an impact. If it is, that'll help me be inspired to keep on going. So we're going to pull 4 cards out of the Wisdom Oracle. I'm going to cut it once, and then I'm going to pull the first 4 right off the top. So the first one is feel your blessings to receive. Feel your blessings to receive. The second one is dog medicine. Pause. Yeah, dog medicine. Pause. The next one is, do you see everyone? Do you see everyone? Do you see everyone? And the last Wisdom Oracle card for today is, it's not insanity, it's creativity. It is creativity. And on the bottom, we had this the other day, bless whatever you see and use language in heart harmony, okay? So I'm coming to you today on a beautiful day in Boulder, and we have 5 suits of 14 cards each to give us the 514. I'm going to take each one of these decks, 7 cards each. I'm going to shuffle once, cut, take the top cards right off the top, and we'll see what wants to happen today. Right before this Scorpio full moon, it's the 14th day of our lunar cycles. That's a double 14, 514 and then 14. Our idea number 14 today is observing innocence in my learning opens a doorway. Okay, so we're right before this eclipse. This is a choice point for all of us. I've seen it come up in the cards. Haven't talked much about it, but this morning it was like the energy of choice. What is it? What is it that we're ready to release? This is a South Node eclipse. And in the South Node eclipse, it's a releasing eclipse. You got to let it go. I've been reading a lot about the astrology. It's really set up for us to have an incredible new understanding about ourselves in terms of relationships and our word and our desires. Wow. Look at that. 7 cards come out. Now we'll get the blue deck. Shuffle once. Feel your blessings to receive, folks. Feel your blessings to receive. How about that? All right. Wow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there it is again. Uh-oh, 2 matches on the board. Lots of 5s. Bang. Wow. Okay, so on the foundation of our read, underneath the whole thing, everything, a resurrection and holy justice, right? A resurrection and holy justice. Let's do it this way. It's a lot easier to look at it. A resurrection and holy justice. So the 13 card, yesterday was the 13th. That's the death card in the traditional tarot, right? Well, I named it resurrection for our deck, and that's a photograph there of us burying our beloved dog Kiva. And then the holy justice card, the 11. These are 2 major arcanas that have come out, 11 and 13, right? 11 and 13, that's a lot of 1s. The holy justice, resurrection. So holy justice in our deck is all about like letting things just be as they are and letting karma be the natural equivalent. And then when you're true to yourself and you're seeing perfection in the world and you're letting go, then this balance is going to be achieved by doing nothing. Everything's already just. And I really feel like this eclipse is going to give us an opportunity to be resurrected, So we got the Holy Justice and the Resurrection card on the bottom of the deck. And then the central part of our read, the first card that came out was the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins, she's about the currency of love, the currency of love. And then to clarify that came the Fortune's Turn card, or the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, all is provided for. Now, that's what AP4 means. AP4. So all is provided for. The fortunes turn. That's the coin of the compassionate economy. What that coin means is that it's our perception that tells us that we live in limitation and lack, and the reality is we have everything. All is already provided for. So when we recognize that, and we're in the currency of love, and that means there's no more shame. There's no more shame. When we let go and we have no more shame, we accept ourselves and everything for who we are, we step into this incredible white light current of love. You know, it's like a river flowing, but it's not a river that flows on the ground. It's a river that connects all things that are whole and good and beautiful and wonderful and divine, right? So in the currency of love, which I think I'm going to read that poem, it's the very second to last poem. And it says, when the shame is gone, the back of the heart opens. When the heart fully opens, everyone gets what they require to thrive. All is provided for. Now, in other words, our shame is the only thing that's in the way of us having a fulfilling life and really experiencing the riches of all of it. And it's right there for us, right there. And it's what's incredible is that we have an opportunity in this full moon to let go of a perception, to make a choice. We're going to make a choice in this eclipse period to be happy no matter what, to be happy. See that? We're going to make the choice. We're going to make the choice to be happy. We're going to make the choice to let go of something. When we let go of something, we want to find a pair to it. In other words, if we want to let go of an addiction by itself, but we've also got this other relationship in our life or this other situation, this other habit in our life that we want to let go of too, those aren't two separate problems, okay? What we want to do is we want to go, oh, I want to find two things to let go of because they're really representing the same energy and my life's going to be a lot more efficient. That's how I step into the currency of love, to recognize that my only real problem in the world is that I have some kind of shame and blame that I carry around. And if I would let go of that, the universe would completely bless me. Next card that came out was the Six of New Earths, which is the Success in Compassionate Enterprises card. This is about us taking our masculine desire for lust, for sex, for success, for wealth, for fame, whatever it is, and turning it into a compassionate offering that changes the world, changes our community, gives us a purpose, puts us on our mission. That's what the Six is about, New Earth. The New Earth suit is about adding compassion to the mix. So the Six of Coins is like equal giving and receiving. The Six of New Earth is like equal giving and receiving, but doing it with an open heart, not trying to gain anything, but simply trying to offer. So that photograph there is the day that the amusement park came out, the book that's over my shoulder there. And in that book, the Fifth Ace came out, which gave us a new suit, and now we have this new tarot deck. This is an amazing thing. So the choice that we've got to make in order to step into our compassionate enterprise is to let go of the thoughts that are blinding our vision right now. Okay, so it'd be real interesting. I just said we got to make a choice to be happy. Okay, well, a lot of us aren't happy right now. A lot of us are feeling imprisoned about the choices that we've made or we perceive we've made or the things that have happened or what have happened to friends and what has happened out in the world in the last couple of years, maybe in your entire life. You know, this pandemic has brought up in all of us an incredible opportunity to let go. And here we are 2 years after the pandemic started, and we have this perfect scenario of two eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio, North Node and South Node. First the North Node, second, and there's something to let go. So I'm just going to sit here for a moment. I'm just going to let you imagine for a second. What are the two things that I'm ready to let go of? What are the two reflections I'm ready to let go of? You know, what are they? What are those two things that I'm ready to let go of? What are the thoughts that I'm ready to release? Because in the Eight of Daggers in our deck, and in a lot of them, it's really about, you know, the old thoughts of self-judgment, you know, really being difficult and really clouding our judgment about everything. In our deck, it's really about anger. It's really about learning to use your anger in a way that doesn't project and force it out, but to actually bring your anger back in, bring light to it, and open up, right? So the choice is we've got to let go of whatever mental prison we built for ourselves. And we've seen that coming up in the read. It's like we've had a lot of beautiful cards. We got this eclipse coming up, you know, amazing things. Next card, interestingly enough, goes Dagger, Dagger 2. So we have another 10. So we had the 10 the Fortune's Turn card is a 10. So then we had the 8 of daggers. Now we've got the 10 of daggers. This is the end of suffering. This is like you've taken all you can take, and now you realize I can't be hurt because none of it's even real anyway. I mean, the Princess of Daggers, we've seen them showing up in our read lately, and they've got, I got a message for you. You know what? I've got a message for you. You know, whatever battlefield you've left behind in your life, take responsibility. Take responsibility. You know, hiding behind the truth, which is what she's doing right there. She's hiding behind her truth. Her own thoughts have reflected back inside in this card. This is what happens in the 8 of daggers when we don't deal, we don't clean up our messes in life. It's like our thoughts reflect back to us, and we are in a complete disillusion about who people are, and we've lost our vision that we're in a compassionate world. You know, no, right behind all these thoughts is a compassionate world. There are people working together. But if we don't see that, it doesn't exist for us. But right behind there, right behind the thoughts, is success and compassion. And this is saying, feel your blessings to receive, right? And interestingly enough, this 10 of daggers is right by the pause card, right? Bendy's telling us to pause, just pause. Well, that guy on the beach, he's paused. He's paused for good. That ego death happened, okay? It happened. You know, something in the past happened. And I think now what we got to say is, you know what? I'm determined not to suffer with this anymore. That's the choice we have to make. So I said that, now it's coming up in the cards, because the choice, 10, is to end the suffering. The 10 is to say, I can't be hurt anymore. There is no more hurt. I'm going to lay this play down of crossed thoughts and cross communication. I'm going to be straight up. I'm going to get really clear with myself. To hell with everybody else. I'm going to get clear with myself. It is time to let this go. And I'm going to be determined in my determination in letting this go in accordance and in right with the full moon eclipse. It's going to happen, okay? So then the next card that came out is the Tower card. 16, welcome. Welcome something new. Welcome something new. Something new is happening, okay? The Tower card doesn't show up, folks, unless there's a big sweeping change. So not only have we got the Fortune's Turn card, we've also got the Tower card, right? And the clarification is, it's an opportunity for love. It's an opportunity for love. It's an opportunity for love. So a lot of times when something happens to us, our mind races in, says, this shouldn't be happening. This is bad. This is not good. And what we've done is we've been watching these videos, and we've been practicing, we've been loving life, we've been practicing some of these principles. And then some of the older principles that we were conditioned with must come ripping out of the foundation, sometimes gives us a big change. And it's always positive, and it's always blessing us. It's just our ego turns it around and thinks that something's wrong. It's not happening in the right way. But if we're determined, and if we know the eclipse is coming, and we know the forces of creation, and we know that we are clear in ourselves to let something go on, then we welcome the change. We welcome the Tower, and we welcome it, and we start to, we offer the change, our gratitude for the change, because what we want is beyond what our ego sees, right? What we want is beyond what our ego sees. And then we got 2 5s here. So in the 5th position, we had the 5 of new earths and the 5 of coins coming out. Man, this is real change, folks. This is real sweeping changes coming in. Change in compassion, change in heart. All of us are going to get an upgrade when you work intelligently with this moon. And we saw it yesterday, and here's the card. It's not insanity, it's creativity. It's like when the mind gets busy, get creative, put some art. And that's what these folks are. Every single person in this card is an artist. Okay, they're all an artist. Every single one of them, just like me and you, has, troubles. They get confused sometimes. Things come in their life, so what these 2 cards together are meaning is, in the change, in the sweeping change, the big change that's happening, the Fortune's Turn that's happening, embrace it, make art, embrace it. You've got to be persistent. And look, there's the Princess of Cups. So now we've got a match of the Princess of Cups. So the Princess of Cups is on either side of the 2 5s. Okay, and this time she's being clarified by the 7 of Wands, which is kind of leaving a messy situation and moving on. Persistence, right? And again, we can walk away from something. We can let something go. We can move into the beyond. We can reappropriate, reproportion, re-administer, offer our desire and our love and our beauty to people that are going to appreciate it, you know. So that's the back end of the choice. The first choice is I'm going to find two things I'm going to let go of, and then the choice that comes and opens up on the other side is we don't know exactly. We don't know exactly, but we're going to find out in the next card. But the point is to see how he's turned and faced. He's like looking back. He's like, the way I did it before, I have outgrown. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for something new. And it's not insanity, it's creativity. It's creativity. And then the last one is we match the fortune's turn. So the Prince of Daggers comes out, and he's all about being committed. He's about being committed. You know, these guys right here are all saying the same thing. Look at them. Look at the fierceness and the commitment there. That's the fierceness and the commitment that each one of us need to take right now. We also need to laugh and wear our glitter and have fun. That's a part of it too. But we also, inside, we can get really, really determined, saying, you know what? I'm going to cut some things out of my life. Not people, not in ways that are destructive, but just like, I'm not going to do that habit anymore. And I'm going to pair it up with something else. I'm not going to hang out with that group of people anymore in that way. Whatever those two things are, like write them down, look at them, get fierce with yourself, make some new agreements, and move on into the beyond. All right. Do you see everyone? 16 minutes and 16 seconds on the clock. Slow it down, MysterE. Slow it down. So we've got the outcome and the central focus of the read is the Fortune's Turn card. Okay? Huge change, people. Huge change. Okay? And this right here, this is love on the move. We saw her come up yesterday. The Princess of Cups came up yesterday around sacred union and around some old things coming up that needed to be let go, right? And it's all about love. It's all about love. So the Princess of Cups is saying, hey, remember, it's all about love. When the messages come in, they may be disguised as change. They may be disguised as these two fives. They may threaten your ego, but when the messages of love, or when the things that happen, or when the movement of love intersects you, it's a sign of fortune's changing, and we've got to meet it with love. Meet it with love. Meet the change with love. Meet the change with love. Meet the change with love. Got to meet the change with love today. All right? And we got to be fierce. We have to be fierce with ourselves. It is time to end our own suffering. It is time to end our own suffering, and we can do something really powerful. We can do something really powerful on this moon. There's going to be a lot of change. It's going to come in fast. We saw that yesterday with the Eight of Wands. Today, our idea is observing innocence in my learning opens up a doorway. Okay, I'm going to observe myself as learning. I'm going to observe myself as though it was my first day, and I'm just going to learn. I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn. We also have this card too. Look at all these coins. Look at all these coins. Look at all these coins. Feel your blessings to receive right now. Just go in there and go, I'm going to feel all the things that I'm excited to experience in my life. I'm going to trick myself by imagining and feeling and going into my inner being and seeing that it is already done. It is already done. It is already done. I'm going to feel that it is already done. I'm going to feel that it's already done. I'm going to feel it's already done. The change is coming in. I'm going to welcome the change. I'm going to get really fierce and clear, and I'm going to commit to myself like never before. I'm going to commit to myself like never before. If that's the only choice I make in this eclipse, then it'll be a very, very good one. All right? 1,000 times more powerful. We have an incredible opportunity to enter the currency of love. Let go of these old stories, end our own suffering. Big, huge, sweeping change is coming in with the Tower card. I mean, wow, the Tower card and the Fortune's Turn card, like bang, 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 bang. Dominoes are falling. Just imagine that it's all working out perfectly for every single person. It always has and it always will. Be persistent. Move into the beyond. Move beyond. Move beyond. Go beyond who you think you have been. Go beyond what you think your life could be. Go beyond any ideas that anybody has ever had of you. Go on and explore yourself in the most beautiful and exquisite way by saying, you know what? I got no more use for a few things in my life, a few thought patterns, a few habits, perhaps a few activities. I got no more use. I'm going to walk into the beyond. I'm going to find out who I am. I'm going to go find that great love for me, whatever it is, a passion, a person, an activity. I'm going to start doing things that really, really lift my soul, really, really lift my soul. And it's my determination. It's my determination. It's my determination. It's my determination. Yeah, look at that. It's my determination. It's my determination. It's my determination. It's my determination. The wheel is turning in my favor. The wheel is turning in my favor. You guys have a great day. I love you so much. Come see me this summer at the River House. We got amazing things happening. Happy 514. Happy 514. This is a great day, a great opportunity, and we are so blessed to be in community together. Please like, share, subscribe, all those things. This artist would love that. I get a few people that watch these videos, and sure would be nice to hear from you. All right, take care.